So I would like to speak about a very beautiful topic today, which is pregnancy.
Yes.
And I would like to know what Ayurveda says about pregnancy, and should women prepare for such a beautiful event of her life, or it's just something spontaneous and already planned from above?
Well, as you said, it's a beautiful event. I think any beautiful event in our life should be planned. Even if when you want to get married, you make a plan. When you invite some guest at your home, you make a plan. Even if you want to make a dinner for someone, you make a plan. What you want to cook, then you go shopping, buy some things. So it's not that you just suddenly think and you make something. It will not turn out to be good. Anything which is planned is good. So definitely, as you said, pregnancy is one of the most beautiful things that happens to a female, and it should be very well planned, and specifically not only just for the sake of planning, but if you go more deeply and try to understand, you will realize that to produce a healthy child, it is very important to plan everything. It's like planting a tree. When you want to plant some tree or you want to plant some crops in the field, you have to plan nice quality of seeds, proper fertile land. You need some proper timing to plant, and then you want to water it and put some kind of fertilizers or something to make it grow. So it's a very important part of life, not only for the female, not only for the woman, but for the man also. Because I say always when I teach all around the world, I tell people that if you really want to be happy in your old age, you should plan your children properly, because if your children are good, they will take care of you when you become old. You don't have to put money into insurance company and all that. Put your money, your resources into your children. So therefore, in Ayurveda, we advise that yes, it should be planned. Of course, in Ayurveda they talk not only about planning the conception, but pre-conception. There is a pre-conception part, then there is a complete pregnancy details, what to do, how to do, then birth, how to give birth, then postnatal care. Everything is described very nicely in Ayurveda. I will advise all of you who wish to produce children, please follow this in Jiva. Of course, we have started a program also. It's called the Jiva Ayur Baby program, and you can always go to the website of Jiva and try to get more information about it.
So let's say the woman is planning a baby, so a family is planning the baby. Should some changes be in the family, like especially women? Should she start eating differently or having some vitamins?
Yes, definitely. There has to be planning to prepare. And preparation is not only physical. Of course, at physical level, she has to be strong physically, because she is going to have the child in the 9 months. She needs extra energy, she needs extra strength, and not only during pregnancy, but before that she should become strong enough. These days many females, they don't conceive because they are too weak physically. So at physical level she must take more like vitamins and minerals, maybe more iron based diet, greens, vegetables, dates and nuts, these kind of foods she should start taking. But in Ayurveda we also suggest that before you start nourishing, it's very important you start first with detox, clean, physically clean, mentally clean, then you nourish. And then nourishment is not only at physical level, but you also nourish psychologically. Means at mind level also you should become more stable, more grounded, more calm, more relaxed, because you are going to be a mother and you have to cope up with many changes in your physical body and your psychological state. So you have to really be strong, otherwise you will suffer at many levels. And very important is to prepare spiritually, because to produce a child is, we say it's a union of two souls, and you are inviting a new soul into your womb. So you have to be very spiritual temperament and prepare spiritually also, you have to become strong. It's a beautiful description in Ayurveda. You can actually, there is a whole section of Ayurveda which talks about this, and they are describing very minute details, very fine details. I will advise all of you, if you want to have a good child, healthy child, you should definitely read this part. If you don't know, you go to Jiva website and read about the Ayur Baby program, and you can always email us and talk to us about this.
Also, I want to speak about more sensitive a subject. Talking about pregnancy is when the woman is struggling conceiving, and she might, or the family might be trying and it's not happening. What do you think might be the root cause?
Well, like when a female is not able to conceive, when they are trying to conceive, of course, if we consider the woman, there can be various things. As I just in Ayurveda it is described that first thing is the seed should be good quality, like the ovum, the egg should be potent enough. If the egg is weak, it can be a problem. Of course, then the field, as we say, like which is the uterus should be clean, it should not have any inflammation, any kind of growth, any kind of like infection there. Sometimes it may be acidic medium, which is a cause for not conceiving, because when the sperm comes, the sperm may not be able to survive in that acidic medium there. Of course, there are other reasons, like there could be a blockage in the fallopian tube, the egg is not coming into the womb, or there could be some kind of urinary tract infection which can be a cause also. There could be the issue with the membrane of the uterus, the inner membrane, the endometrium could be having some kind of issues. So, there are quite a lot of different reasons when it comes to the female or the woman, and of course, sometimes it could be the man also. The sperm quality is not good, or maybe the sperm count is very low, or the sperm is not motile, it's not, the mobility is not good. So, there can be various reasons. So, couples who are not able to conceive, first of all, you must check all these things physically, and if this is all right, then there could be more reasons for that.
Speaking about difficulty to conceive, would you say that it could be from the mind, some problems with the woman's mind, or maybe she wants the baby, but in some levels she is afraid of becoming a mother?
Yes, of course, as I mentioned, this can be like physical reasons. There can be physical reasons for not conceiving, but there can be also psychological reasons. There can be some stress. Stress is a big factor. These days we find lot of couples coming to us. Both couples are working in some multinational companies, and they are having lot of stress in their job. They have lot of kind of anxiety. So, this is one special reason that they are not able to conceive. Of course, at psychological level, fear can be another cause. As you just said, she could have the fear of not able to maybe take up this responsibility. And if we go more deeper into emotional level, there can be a cause that both partners, they are not having some strong emotional bond there. And if in Ayurveda we always go even deeper than that, we go to the spiritual level also. Sometimes it is very rare, sometimes I have seen that also, that when there is not a very good soul connection, then also it happens, because sometimes we have cases that everything is fine, there is no stress, there is physically no problem, potency is good, seed quality is good, uterus is good. So, then how do we just justify this? So, most often people will say, okay, this is God, because children are a gift of God, we say. So, but we explain in Ayurveda that two partners, when they are coming together, they must have a very loving relation. The word is love, and love is not just physical relation, it's a soul to soul connection. So, sometimes if there is not that connection between two partners, this could also be a reason for not conceiving. I have explained it very in a detail, in a deep detail, which sometimes in modern times, people are more engaged in modern scientific studies, they are studying science and listening to a lot of scientific facts. So, they do not realize these small things, but these are also very important factors.